Hello everybody, Spider Richard here, and today we're doing another video in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and today I'm going to show you how to get through the mission Hypocenter, which is mission number 5, on Veteran without dying, and this will help you get the Immortal Flame Decoration. As soon as the mission begins, get your invisibility ready and start running down this way. Try and jump down the rocks, don't bother following Hendrix because he's going the wrong way and it's going to take ages if you go that way. So first we're going to jump over this bit and then jump over the giant boy that's stuck on the land. Go inside here and smack this guy in the back of the face. Then go upstairs, smack the sniper in the back of the face as well, and then we're going to grab this rocket launcher and jump out of this window. Take care of this guy on the left and take care of his chum, which is walking off just in front of you here as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into these plants and we're going to go around the corner, hug the corner as tight as you can, try and take out these two guys that are just around here underneath this tent, and turn on your invisibility as well, because if you don't, you will get taken out by that sniper at the top and the big robot thing, which is just here. Now what's happening is the robot is fighting with all the guys and it's going to kill the majority of them, but what you can do is you can take it out from behind just by, staying right about here, turn your invisibility on when you need to, and using your sniper rifle to remove its shields. So repeat until it is finally dead, and hopefully it should have took care of most of the guys so you don't have to really worry about them. Like, I had no problem opening the next door when there was still enemies there, so just take care of the robot, and after a couple of rockets and maybe some grenade launcher as well, it shall go down like a sack of spuds. Now what we're going to do is we are going to run over to the checkpoint over here and make sure that no one is going to kill us, so just keep an eye out for those snipers. Maybe make sure you've got your tactical mode engaged, and that will make sure that any enemies that are still alive will show up. And then you're going to stand here and wait for Hendrix to get his slow coach butt up here, and we can open this panel. Oh, actually we can hack it now. And then on to the next bit.
Never a dull moment, huh?
So after quite a bit of walking around and cutscenes and opening doors, you will come to this bit where there's enemies inside. If you turn your tactical analysis mode on, you will be able to see them through the walls, get your swarms going, and all these people will be distracted by your swarms, so you can take them out pretty easy, including the warlord, who is also distracted by the swarms. Once again, like I said in the previous video, I find it a lot easier to kill the warlords by shooting them in the chest rather than the head or anything with the sniper rifle. Much bigger target, and just keep sending out your swarms every time they're recharged, and don't do what I do here and maybe step back a bit further, because I got caught in the corner there and the warlord almost got me, but luckily Hendrix was not actually being a douchebag and got in there as well. Now once you took care of all those guys, another bunch of them will spawn at the end of the room. Just get your sniper rifle, shoot as many as you can. There's a nice little big barrel of red there which is full of fire, which you can shoot and kill, but unfortunately you don't really see it. And I've been killed by it multiple times, so make sure to take care of it before you go through this door, because there's a chance that it will get you. After opening a few more doors and a load of yapping, you are going to get to this bit where you are right at the very bottom of the center. Make sure you hide behind this little plant pot here, because eventually robots will start spawning and trying to kill you. If you're lucky, you can shoot a few of them on the floor before they actually get up, because they are lying around everywhere, and there's a bunch of little barrels that you can use to kill them, which stun them. But you probably won't really need to use them, so just keep an eye out left and right and just go around, take care of these two guys when they drop down, and then back around the other side and take care of the last couple, and you should be absolutely gravy, baby. So now we're going to wait for Hendrix to open up the panel and jump down onto the next bit. Follow Hendrix and eventually he will open this door where there's loads of dead robots lying on the floor. Make sure you shoot as many as you can in this room, because they will come alive very shortly and try to kill you. So if you take them out now, it does make it a little easier, and then once you've finished killing a bunch of them, get your invisibility ready, because you're going to be doing a tiny bit of running. Some of the robots won't actually explode, because I believe they're part of like a cutscene and they are needed, so only a few will break. So you see here, that's one of them getting up. Get your invisibility ready about here once you've took care of him, and just run through the door which is on the floor. So engage your invisibility and run. So we're going to run past everybody, maybe take a couple of shots at people, well, a couple of shots at the robots, just for a bit of funsies. Then we're going to go to the checkpoint and keep running on past until we get to the next part of the mission, where you will not be able to get through this door just yet, until all the robots are dead. So wait here. Every now and then a robot might show up, so you might have to kill it, but not very many should. Eventually you'll have to hack the panel behind you, and then you can move on to the next section of the level. For the next part of the mission, you will come to a flooded room, which loads of robots are going to be hiding under the water. They're going to pop up and try to kill you. Now, do not go fast through this one. Don't run through it. Stay back as far as you can and take out the few that pop up. just move very slowly through here, because I cannot tell you how many times I died here due to being impatient and just running through the water and then having to deal with like 20 robots at the other end of the room. It does not work. Just try and take them out while they're quite far back. And they're quite easy to see because they're all like shiny and blue in the dark, so it shouldn't be much problem. And unfortunately, you don't have access to your tactical analysis or the other thing at this point. There's kind of like a power outage, something to do with radiation or something. I wasn't really listening before, but be careful. And like you can see here, I'm also getting killed by these guys. Just stay back, move very slowly through the water, and you should have no problem. I'm not really sure how many robots exactly that are in the water. Maybe you've been counting during this video and you can let us know in the comments, but if not, that does not matter. But there are plenty, so just keep an eye out in front, and you will have to turn around and constantly keep an eye on your back as well, because I've got hit so many times from behind and it sucked. So I think this is the last few of them which are coming from ahead of us. There's a couple more just there, and then eventually once you start getting to a roundabout here somewhere, you should be okay to make a dash for the door. So I don't think there's any more spawning. And then we're going to move on to the next part. So once you go through the door, you're going to go around this corner and your abilities will be back. What we're going to do is we are going to go onto the Marshal tab and engage our overwhelming unstoppable force. That's what it is. Then we're going to run down this corridor, and about here we are going to press our unstoppable force. And that is going to smash our way through all the robots to the end of the corridor. We're going to turn around and take care of any stragglers that are still coming out that way. Because if we just walked through that corridor, it would have been death. So just take care of them, and once you got rid of the last one, you can move on to the next part. When you're in the room with the robots and the giant tower that you've got to put grenades in, just wait back at the very beginning of the room and shoot the cooling things with your sniper rifle. Once it explodes, get your invisibility ability on and run around the outside until you are near one of the staircases that leads to the checkpoint. Then when you run up the stairs, engage your invisibility and just hop over the barrier. No one should see you. And the cutscene, should engage, and you can move on to the next part. Again, for the second cooling tower, what we're going to do is we are going to wait next to the lift, and we're going to shoot it once it is exposed. It will take a while for it to show up, and we're going to use pretty much the same method as we did last time. We are just going to run around the outside until we get near one of the stairs, and then we're going to engage our invisibility ability and run up here and onto the platform, and the cutscene should engage once again. For the third section, something a little different will happen. We're going to hide up here and we're going to defend Hendrix from afar with our sniper rifle, taking out the grunts that jump onto the glass. Now, what you can do is you can let go of the trigger and re-aim down the sight, and it should lock on the grunts. Pretty simple, so you don't really need to do much at this point. Just kind of like shoot one, let go of the trigger, look down the sight, and shoot the other one. After you've killed a bunch of the grunts, the robots will start to run at you, and you can shoot the final cooling tower once it is exposed. We are then going to run around the outside as we previously did, engage our invisibility ability roundabout here, jump up the ledges, and engage the cutscene for the final grenade. Then you can move on to the next part. So everything's starting to kick off. The shit has hit the fan like nothing before, and we are going to have to engage our flies, go up these stairs, take care of the guy that's at the top of the stairs, and just hide around this corner. Do not poke your head out unless you're pretty sure it's clear, because I cannot tell you how many times I got killed because I was just being reckless and poking the head out even though I saw an enemy. And it is not worth starting from the very beginning of the level again. It just takes so long. So save yourself some time. There is no limit to how long you can spend in here. Just stay back as far as you can, try and let Hendrix do a bit of the killing, and it should be much easier. Do not run past any of this part. Just let the flies do their thing. Kill any orange guys that show up. Make sure you've got that orange mode enabled. The green thing. What's it called? I don't know. It's the other one. It's up on the D-pad. So kill the guys that are around these corners. There should be a couple of robots coming down the stairs that you need to take care of. Set off the swarms at every opportunity because you know they are the best thing since sliced bread. Keep an eye out behind you. Don't want to have any enemies sneaking up on you as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to this bit. Just try and take care of a couple of these guys before the door shuts, and then we're going to take the upper route because it is a little easier. First of all, we're going to engage our invisibility ability so that when we go around this corner and there's plenty of robots, they cannot see us. But I'm just going to have a quick poke around just to make sure there's no one here. Oh, there's a couple. Yep. And there's one to the little right. Ooh, getting shot. Alright, so let's take care of him. The tactical analysis really does make this game a hell of a lot easier, being able to see them through the walls. It is unbelievably good. So once you've killed those guys, we're going to run all the way to the end of this thing, and we're going to engage our invisibility ability right about here because there are often some guys that hide behind these bits and they will hit you in the back if you're not careful. So engage it, have a check, Have a check. Nope. No one here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait for Hendrix to come up here, and we're going to keep the invisibility ability ready, and we're going to hide behind these boxes. And once he has been at the door for a little while, he will ask for your help. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay here, kill the robots. The robots don't come very near, and once he decides that he needs our help, we are going to chuck a fucking EMP grenade and EMP ourselves because we're stupid. And then we are going to engage our invisibility ability, go help Hendrix, open the door, and that is that. Boom. So, this bit's actually slightly harder. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take care of 3 robot enemies, 2 at the top, 1 down below. Now hide behind one side of the corridor, because, well, one side of the doorway, because I've got killed here multiple times, and it is incredibly hard to get all 3 shots at once. So poke your head out, take your shot at the top 2, then poke your head out again, take the shot at the bottom 1, and then you should be fine to move on to the next bit, because there's no one else in this room. Once you've been completely sucked out of the laboratory, you're going to look up towards the checkpoint and kill that robot, and then get yourself against the back wall and slowly go up and take care of the robots that are on the bridge just here. There should be 2 of them, and they're pretty simple to take care of, but those aren't the troublesome things that you need to worry about. These things, the depth charges, are the bastards of my existence. Killed by them so many times, but once you've killed those ones, make a dive for this place. You want to go straight through this little sunken bridge here and go towards the checkpoint. Then once you get to this bit, you are going to rise up slightly over this little alcove or whatever it is here, and you are going to kill that robot, then go down and kill the one below it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to stick to the outside of the little buildings that we just came in through, and you're going to take care of these robots coming down the other side. Make sure you've got your tactical analysis engaged so you can see exactly where they are, because they will kill you if you do not kill them fast. And we're going to just keep going around the outside, picking off any of the depth charges that we can, and once you get to about these plants, you are going to hold down the A button like nothing else and just rise to the top and complete the level. So anyway guys, that is my video on how to complete Hypocenter without dying on veteran difficulty. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will catch you in the next one. Bye!